So today is just one of those days I feel like being in the kitchen. And we're making some spizzata, and there's another video that talks all about that. But I'm also making some cuccidati, which is these Italian fig-filled cookies. They are delicious. My sister Anna really got into them because she has her fig trees. We have small fig trees here, but they live in Texas, and her figs are just so wonderful, and she gets an abundance of them. So she makes lots of fig jam, and she makes lots of cookies, and she's gotten into this this group on Facebook that has like the cookie wedding table, or the wedding cookie table, or whatever it is, and she's got all these great recipes and stuff from them. So anyway, when we were down there recently, she sent me back with a package of her fresh figs, which of course, if you know anything about us, you know that our family, we love fresh figs. Figs and apricots, that's our jam. So I made from her fresh figs some fig jam. And this is actually so delicious. I did this right after we came back because I didn't want the figs to go too long without cooking them. The problem is I did no recipe. I just kind of used her method, and just a basic method, which is just cooking the figs down in a little bit of water, a little bit of lemon juice, some lemon zest. I didn't have orange zest at the time, but I did have some in the freezer that a friend had given us. So I added the orange peels, all diced up, really fine to that. And what else? A little water, a little sugar, and boil that down. And then to get it to thicken up a little, I made a little slurry with the cornstarch, and I put a little bit of that in there. And of course, as you cook down with the lemon, with the pectin from the lemon, it does help that as well. So I have this fabulous, look at that, this amazing, beautiful fig filling, which I am going to, look at that. John's filming on the side here too. So I'm going to add this to the filling of our cuccidati. And if I'm not saying it right, people, tell me, let me know what the proper pronunciation, because it's not something that my mother ever made or anything that I'm really that familiar with. But Anna found it, and she's been making it, and it's fabulous. We ate up a bunch of it while we were down there. So she sent me the recipe that she uses. And so here I have 2 3/4 cups of flour that has been sifted, and with some baking, with 2 teaspoons of baking powder and a little bit of salt. And then I have 3/4 cup of butter that is softening here because it's not ready to go yet. I just cut it up so that it would soften quicker. And then I'm going to cream that with 1 cup of sugar. And then I'm going to add 2 eggs. And then I'll add half of the flour mixture. I'll mix that well, and then I'll add the rest, make my dough, and then the dough gets wrapped. It gets cut in half, it gets wrapped and put in the refrigerator for about an hour to set, because it is very kind of a pliable, messy, sticky dough. So that gets put into, oh, and I'm sorry, I forgot the vanilla. We add some vanilla to that as well. I believe that she has, what is it? I don't even know where I put the vanilla on here, but I think she's got a teaspoon and a half of vanilla is what it is that gets added to that. So then it's going to chill. Once it chills, I take it out, and my sister's recipe says cut it in half again. So I'm thinking I'm going to end up with 4 logs, but I won't know that for sure until I actually take it out and I do it. And then you put it between either wax paper or cling wrap. So you get the dough out, put it down, put the wax paper on top, and then roll it out into kind of like a thin, long log, and wide enough that you can roll it. And then you take the filling and you put the filling down the middle, and you seal it up using that wax paper to help you, and then put it on the tray. So I've got my tray right here that I'm going to be putting them on. If I end up doing 4 logs, I'll get another pan out and I'll do the other 2, but I'll show you that when I get to that point. But I'm not ready to mix this yet because my butter still needs to soften, and I don't feel like putting it in the microwave and softening it that way. I really want it to be nice and creamy with that sugar. So, and I'm not sure if I'm going to use my KitchenAid or I'm just going to use a beater, but we'll figure that out as we go along. But that's what I'm going to be making next with this fabulous fig jam.